Brandi with the Ogden Nature Center has a festival this weekend, right? Earth Days?
That's right. Saturday.
My daughter will be there, and so will I. So,
good.
You'll be there documenting every second.
I probably will have.
Aren't you the official photographer for the dance troupe?
I got drug into that. Yeah, so I am.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And by drug, I mean like I kind of like it. So yeah, no, I'll bring a few cameras and we'll video the Celtic beat dancer. So that's just one of the entertaining options you have there at Earth Days at the Ogden Nature Center.
Yep. Yeah. It's a big day. We got lots planned.
Okay, what's going on this year?
Gosh, we have so many exhibitors. I don't even know where to start, but I'm going to start with Trails Foundation of Northern Utah because they're a sister organization to the Ogden Nature Center.
That hat in there.
Yeah.
It's above you. Yeah.
Trails Foundation.
Yep.
Anyway, I shout out to them just because they provide Ogden and Weber County with just the most spectacular trails in all the
And they got
land.
some work to do coming up this spring. Got a little damage, but
but their work that they do is so important to Ogden. So shout out to them. They'll be at Earth Day, of course. Lots, just like all green gurus across the state of Utah will be there, and everything from water conservation to the Weber River Partnership, species invaders, stuff on. Of course, Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Northern Utah. There's a long list, and then there's tons of fun stuff. We'll have both the Utah Poet Laureate and the Ogden Poet Laureate doing.
Oh, congrats! That's awesome. Sweet.
Poetry and poetry out loud, and then we have like poetry on the trails, which is fun on A-frame, so you can walk the trails, enjoy the space, and read some really lovely poetry. That's always fun. We have 3 different art exhibits. The traditional Earth Day art exhibit that's for school-age children, but then we have our birdhouse competition, this is the 30th year of birdhouses.
Happy 30th.
Thank you. And there were over 120 birdhouses submitted this year. Oh. So that's a fun trail. And then we have a bird idiom quilt show a bird idiom is like 2 words. It's the bird species and then something else that goes with it. So that's fun, and that's hanging. That's the 3rd show. Of course, we'll have like food trucks and live entertainment, all the things. And mostly just a big day to learn how to celebrate the planet, also learn what you can do yourself to chip in and take care of the planet.
Are you pretty dry out there? How's the water situation?
We have some trails that are a little soupy.
Yeah.
But pretty much passable. And so if you want to wander the whole 1.5 miles of trail network, wear some water boots.
Good to bring that up. Make sure you wear appropriate footwear.
Wear good footwear.
It's an interesting year, so yeah.
It's an interesting year, but what it brings to the Nature Center is wetlands. Mm-hmm. Quite honestly, it's wetlands, it's wildlife. It's a wipeout of invasive weeds, and it does so much good that we are pretty much just doing the rain dance. I didn't
know that. So that much water really helps get rid of the invasive weeds? Okay.
Can help with everything. And we are embracing all forms of wildlife. We've got new species setting up shop all over on our wildlife cams. And it's a pretty fun year. And
kangaroos.
Especially the waterfowl. I mean, the waterfowl on our ponds it's just amazing what's out there. The bird species list is big.
I'm so glad you mentioned that because obviously, it's a good place to go for bird nerds, right?
Yeah.
But what about the rest of our animal friends? Is there anybody sort of new out there? Any babies? Any new animals? Any rescues? Who should we know about? Who should we check out when we go out?
Well, it's a wildlife. It's a habitat, and so we're also into protection and not like going crazy on it because we do get some people that just invade their space. So, but there's lots to see and to check out, and yeah.
Do people mistake you for the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center? Like, do they drop off animals or something ever?
Not usually.
Not usually? Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Rarely.
That's a good question, though. You probably get
lots of calls.
Though.
We get lots of calls, and we refer birds up there for sure.
What's the cost to participate?
It is, I believe, $5 for adults, $3 for kids. There's a member's price of $4. So it's super affordable for the whole family. Bring some extra change because we have lots of folks selling their green goods, all kinds of art and different things, food. So bring some extra change for all of that. The gift shop is super cute. You can't just not spend a little
you have to
money.
get
and everything's in now, right? Because we had some issues there.
All the snakes are in.
All the snakes are in. Okay.
Yes,
good.
we had a plush snake shortage last podcast.
Oh, that's so funny. Brandon, you've been going regularly for years because I know Isla's been dancing regularly. Yeah. And so, what's your favorite part about the Earth
My daughter
Day?
dancing.
Yeah, that should be the question.
I mean, but I do I like seeing all the vendors there, and there's food, and it's
a
enjoyable.
chill day.
It's also fun to try to see if it's going to rain on the dancers.
Usually doesn't.
It usually doesn't. But
It's
last
usually
year, I remember it was like that. You got to do the same thing
Sunny
in
but
Twilight.
cool.
In Twilight, was it last year where the weather was like every time? You're like, what in the hell? It was just a.
Can we talk about it? I don't think you're allowed to.
That's
I think
right.
No, you're not allowed.
Jinx those things.
Well, it's any outdoor event, and someone was talking about. But I mean, if you're booking outdoor stuff in April, that's not smart.
Fair.
Earth Day. The sun always shines on Earth Day.
We did the Ogden Climbing Festival in April for years, and we dealt with
That's
it.
right.
We dealt with it for years, and so, and then finally we still, there's a component that's outside still, but we do use the gym for the climbing because
can't count on it.
When it's beautiful, it's absolutely beautiful in April. In April, we're talking in April, and then sometimes it's cloudy and it's okay, but then if it rains, you're like, oh boy, it's a little chilly. So it just depends.
I heard April 22nd is going to be great.
It is.
Weather's going to be perfect.
Weather looks like it's checking out.
Yeah,
it is.
And I looked ahead, and every single twilight day is perfect.
Exactly.
So,
that's the other part of the
foam.
Yeah,
perfect.
foam, no rain. Yeah,
the sun is shining on Ogden.
Just the right amount of coverage. Just the right amount of coverage.
I mean, it is sort of fun to. It is fun. It's an element. We have to deal with it, and then
it's part of being outside.
Part
right?
of being outside, but I would much rather it be outside than anywhere else. Especially, I mean, Nature Center, obviously, but I do love the fact that the Twilight concerts are outside. You can look up and there's stars. You can see the moon. You can see, it's fan. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Those are the moments.
They really are. It really is. And so I wouldn't want it in any other way. It's just something you have to sort of deal with. But I do like the dancing. There's also, you can do the hikes don't the hikes have challenges or anything?
Sometimes different guided hikes. I mean, it's different every year, but there's storytelling, poetry. The list is like too long to even get into, but it's a big day. It's super fun.
And coming up is the 5K.
Yes, Fly with the Flock is slated for May 6th. That's a Saturday.
Best part is you get pancakes.
It's the perfect part. Like, if you don't even go to walk, you could just walk, have some pancakes. Perfect Saturday morning, May 6th. But the date to remember is April 22nd, because that is both Earth Day and the last day of early registration for the fun run.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, okay.
So remember both dates and get your registration in for the fun run. And Brandon sometimes is our MC, which is really fun.
Yeah, I've been the last few years.
Yeah, which is nice.
For the fun run.
Thank you very much.
I play all the hits.
He brings the party.
Is this
my DJ skills.
Is this the way we ask him if he was available on May 6th?
No, I did. Well, hopefully it's in the calendar, but I did show up to the
because that's smart, Brandi.
Yeah, that was pretty smooth.
Live during the show. Yeah.
What was
perfect.
What was the one I DJ'd last summer where I played all bird songs? Was that it was the Bird and Brews.
Bird and Brews.
Yeah, I was under the impression I had a different job there, and I went there, and they're like, "No, you just need to play music." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So I played all
the birds,
all the bird classics.
Yeah.
Have you heard the bird song?
I probably
it's called the bird song. You have to listen to that.
Okay.
It's so fun. Every time I make the actual loop around Bear River, I'm like, "Gotta play the bird song."
Yeah,
it's a little rap. It's
fun. I got all the bird requests. It's a fun game to play.
Yeah. So yes, and speaking of Birds and Brews, it is on tap this year, and it is August 18th.
Thank you. Dad jokes for the win.
Thanks.
That's such a good event. That's such a fun event.
Yeah, so it's happening.
Thanks, Brandi. Brandi was the first guest, along with Shane, on the new edition of Ogden Outdoor Adventure, which is now Ogden Arts and Adventure. So thanks.
Love it.
For doing that.
Yeah.